That's the general aim in life, but I'll soon alter all that.
Peter? Peter, the door!
Between junction 3, north of Coventry, and junction 4 to the east of Birmingham, with two-way traffic on the northbound
Peter?
are likely there.
Yeah, in here.
Weeks or so. Trouble on the M69.
Didn't you hear the doorbell?
Yeah, but I knew it was only him.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Any coffee, Mum?
No, there isn't. You should be at school.
Hey, did you do all this?
Of course I did. Who else would do a nice job like this round here?
And until 3 o'clock this morning.
What you staying up that late for?
Well, she wanted it done before we went back to school.
Which meant starting at the beginning of the holidays, not the end, and talking about school.
Yeah, anyway, Mum, I've trimmed all round there, as you can see. So if you want the furniture back, me and Al will give you a hand if you like.
School. Peter, the knife.
And what are you staring at?
You missed a bit.
Where?
Up there.
I can't have done.
You have.
Well, I can't see nothing. Must be the light. Come on.
You know where them big windows in the assembly hall? One of them's gone too.
There's enough some head cases that live round here.
You should know.
I reckon it's Ma McClusky's fault.
Bridget the midget, how'd you figure that?
Never happened when Llewellyn was here.
It's got nothing to do with the head, has it? If some nut job decides to start lobbing bricks through windows, he's not going to stop and weigh up whose head, is he? He's just going to do it.
I would.
You wouldn't have the bottle in the first place.
Come on. Rubbish. It's only a couple of broken windows, Justin.
Yeah, it's a bit much if you ask me. I've never seen windows boarded up before. Usually fix them straight away.
But it might have only happened at the weekend. Nobody works over the weekends these days.
Some of them were broken last week. I came past her and saw them.
What were you doing coming past here?
Mum was taking me for a pair of new shoes.
I thought you were going to tell her you wanted to choose them for yourself.
I did, but she ignored it. Just ignored it. Well, she did say I could choose them, so long as she was there to prove the choice. It isn't funny. They treat me like a child. Do you know what she said? When I can afford to buy my own shoes, then I can choose them by myself.
No, it wouldn't. Would. No way.
Would. Tell him, Al.
He's got a point, Tucker. I'd think twice about it.
Yeah, during school days, when I know who is and who isn't here. But during the holidays, it could be anyone, even some of the brookies. Right?
I'll see you later.
Hurry up, Jenkins.
Flipping it, miss. The bell's just gone.
Pardon, Jenkins?
Sorry, miss.
Come along, girls. I know it's the first day back, but let's not start as we mean to go on.
No, if we'd have got here any earlier, we'd have been on night. You'd be able to see her then. Might as well be with this lot. And miss, what's happened to the windows?
You tell me.
I reckon they've been broken, miss.
All right, sit down.
Yeah, miss, why have they been boarded up instead of being replaced?
Because they're more cost more than maintenance fund, that's why.
Here we go. Here comes and have a second-hand election speech.
Listen, Jenkins, just because my dad takes an interest in
Sticks
these
his
sort of
nose in more like where it's not wanted.
things. Watch it, Jenkins.
All right. Now, Doyle is quite right. And Mrs. McClusky has asked us to explain the situation to you. Now, most of you would have realised by now that during the holidays, the school suffered a great deal of vandalism.
What else is new?
I realise it's almost an accepted part of our lives.
Speak for yourself.
But in the past, the problem has been, well, manageable.
So do you mean they've got to stay like this then?
For the time being.
And how long's that going to be for?
Well, until the money can be found to replace them.
We're going to have to work in artificial light all the time, miss.
That seems fairly obvious.
We might as well be at night school after all. Yeah, we got sitting here last lesson and all.
Yeah. What about the Health and Safety Laws Act, miss?
Pardon, Jenkins?
Well, that's why they stopped kids working down the mine, isn't it? So they could come up and have a bit of sunshine and that.
Oh, I'm glad you're remembering some of your history, Jenkins.
Oh, no, miss. My dad was on strike about it last year. His union's red hot and that sort of thing.
But seeing you don't have a union, take it up with whoever broke the windows.
Hey, miss, that ain't fair.
Can we get on with the register now, please?
Benny's away, miss.
Thank you. One more missing.
Michelle, miss.
Anyone know what's happened to them? OK, those of you wanting to stay for lunch, remain behind. The rest of you can go. Quiet.
Come on, you're keeping the chairman of the Smokers' Union waiting.
Shut up, Tucker.
Yeah, I thought you'd given it up.
Did?
Yeah, he does. Every night before he goes to bed.
Why don't you jack it in? Been doing it too long. Come on, hurry up. The flaming bell will be going in a minute.
Come on, Booger.
What? You want to make something of it, Jenkins?
Don't argue with me. You'll have to take it up with your class rep.
And it must be illegal.
If you don't like it, don't buy anything.
What's going on?
They've only half beat on everything.
Since when?
Today, new term, new policy.
That's robbery.
Hardly.
What's it for, then?
To raise money for the school, of course.
The tuck shop does it anyway. What'd you have to go and hike the price for?
You'll have to take that up with Mrs. McClusky. Now, do you want something or not?
No, I'll get my stuff over the road.
Not during break. Next, please.
Flip me marvellous, isn't it? I should sell it at a discount, not over the odds.
It's only half-pence.
Yeah, but they'll put it up.
Why?
Because nut jobs like you are going to cough up.
And what are you going to do about it? Go without?
No, I'll have yours.
Thanks a lot, Tucker.
Why? Don't you want it?
I'm going for a fag. Anyone coming?
No chance.
Look at that.
McClusky is a headache.
That your handiwork, is it?
No, we just got here.
Did you know?
Yeah, if you don't believe us, look. It's dry.
I don't suppose you saw who did do it?
No. Even if we did, we wouldn't tell you.
Come on, outside.
I want to pee.
Oh,
What are you doing?
you cannot treat the amenities with respect. Then you can't have any.
And what are we supposed to do?
Try crossing your legs.
I shouldn't be expected to clean it up. You won't. Old Tom will have to do it himself. I don't know. There's a sense in it. How much will it cost to repair? Where do they pick it up from? That's what I'd like to know.
OK, off you go.
But you're always telling me the magazine looks boring.
No, sir, I just don't fancy it.
It's £10 for the winner.
Tenner?
Miss Miles reckons you stand a good chance.
When's it got to be in by?
Fortnight. Think about it.
I like this one. Why would my McClusky be treated well in India?
Because she's a cow.
Who do you reckon's doing all this?
I don't know.
Heard one about Peterson?
No.
Why does Miss Peterson like pedigree chum?
Because she's
Right,
a...
lads.
What's up, mate?
What's Mrs. on a red cover of the school magazine?
It's a competition, stupid. Anyone can enter.
Yeah, anyone can enter, but there's only going to be one winner, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, I want a leak.
Flip me a neck.
All right, ladies, I'll deal with this. You get on with your work.
Who do you reckon's doing all this?
I don't know, but we better not get caught in here. Come on.
Mr. Thompson, I think you should have a look at this.
All tarred with the same brush. I don't know what our two predecessors were thinking of, Mrs. McClusky. It's time you took my advice. This thing needs to be nipped in the bud. I've seen it all before.
Who hasn't? And I haven't the staffing levels to introduce the measures you suggest.
Well, we must do something. You can't expect my staff to deal with this sort of thing. Not to mention the expense.
All right. We'll give it a try tomorrow and see what results we achieve.
Right.
So, to recap, As from today, you are not allowed in the school buildings during break and lunch times, except for 1, tuck shop and dining hall. 2, club activities for which you will need a membership card. 3, the library. And 4, if you are on an errand or have been summoned by a member of staff. Now, is that clear? Very well, off you go.
It's going to be like a prison in here. It already is.
Trisha, be alive. And for everyone else, you mean? I ain't making a show of myself.
So just come at lunchtime and see.
Go where at lunchtime?
The drama club.
Oh, nosy, aren't you?
You're not still after City, are you?
Yeah.
You in at lunchtime then, Trish?
Yeah.
Did you listen to the concert last night?
Yeah, fell asleep halfway through. Woke up this morning, my batteries were flat.
My battery's flat every morning. I always need a push start.
Come along, ladies, if you please. You know the new rules. Come on.
Come at lunchtime then.
It's better than staying outside, isn't it? That's why I'm not allowed in the talk break anymore, anyway.
That's because you don't have my job, young lady. Do you realise what it costs to repair the vandalism we get in this place? Thousands every year.
That's got nothing to do with us. We're not vandals, are we?
Who does it then? The staff?
Wouldn't put it past some of them.
Go on, outside.
Didn't let anyone admit he paid for everything.
And where do you think you're going?
Down here.
Don't play games with me, son. You know the new rules. No one inside during breaks and lunchtimes.
We're going to hand in an article for the school magazine.
Oh, yeah. Takes 4 of you, does it?
I wrote it.
Oh.
And I'm going to discuss a new project.
Oh, yeah. And you?
We were
going outside where you belong.
But it's raining, we'll get wet.
You'll have to stand in the bike shed then, won't you? Come on, out of here.
What's wrong with them? Why don't you chuck them out too?
They're 6 years. They know how to behave themselves.
And we don't, I suppose.
I wouldn't say talking back to your elders was knowing how to behave yourselves. Come on, I'll pick the lot of you. Come on. Yeah, and I shall be back to check on you two.
Is Penny coming back?
Don't know. A few weeks now, Mother said.
Oh, what's wrong with her?
Don't know, really.
And where are you off to?
Drama club.
Membership cards? Very well.
Okay, so that's basically what I've got in mind. Now, we've about 6 weeks to go, so that should give us time to get it, you know, almost right. Now, what about you lot?
We've got our foursome together, sir.
So I see, but have you given any more thought to the kind of songs that you're going to be able to...
Sir, there's a fire.
All right, come on, everyone out, quickly, quickly, come on, quickly, go quickly. All right, everyone out, come on, there's a fire. Quickly out, quickly and quietly, come on, come on.
It's coming from here. All right, I'll take that. Right, that's got it.
I'll open the windows.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
Can you do something about that bell?
Right. Is he badly hurt?
I don't know. An ambulance is on its way. Did you manage to control it?
Oh, yeah. designed to burn slowly with as much smoke as possible.
It was deliberate.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. No matter how serious the situation, I think it would be a mistake. It would only lead to further conflict and a widespread abuse of the system.
Well, we must do something. I mean, somebody is conducting a deliberate campaign of destruction and we are powerless to stop it.
Then we'll have to think of something else.
Such as? Look, you said yourself, we just don't have the staff to patrol the buildings on the scale that's necessary.
It's nothing more than using the pupils as a private police force.
Which is exactly what we need. In my last school, we had prefects. We never had trouble like this.
You're not in sympathy with this lunacy, are you?
I agree it's a distasteful idea, but our options appear to be narrowing. It's obvious that there is a deliberate campaign. But by whom? How do we find out? Unless we catch them at it, what chance do we have of that? It's also obvious that we must continue our efforts to minimize the risk of a rerun of today's little incident. But again, how do we do it? The staff can't be everywhere.
We could lock them out during breaks and lunchtime, except, of course, from the dining room.
Look, this place is designed for rapid and easy access. Do you know it takes me over half an hour to lock and unlock the school?
Apart from which, a lot of the previous damage has occurred during or between periods.
Even so, aren't we being panicked into this escalation?
Perhaps. But what am I to do? Wait until the situation deteriorates to such a point that I have to call in the real police? Or a private security firm to patrol the corridors?
I think that's an overreaction, if I may say so.
However, the sight of that young boy on the stairs is one I do not intend to have repeated. Nor do I ever want to spend another hour like the one I had with his parents.
How is he, by the way?
He's fine. He'll be back tomorrow. Well? Then we'd better draw up some preliminary plans and make an announcement as soon as possible.
The sooner the better.
Are we also to expect the encouragement of corporal punishment as the next stage?
That would be a panic measure.
Who are the prefects going to be then?
Well, the 6th and possibly the 5th forms.
That means they Carol.
Yeah, and Gary.
Flipping heck. That means Booger Benson. Why should we have to listen to him?
Do anyway.
Yeah, you speak for yourself. I ain't scared of Booger.
Like you showed yesterday at the tuck shop.
Now, the prefect's sole function is to look after the buildings during break and lunch times only. Now, they do not have any of the authority of the staff. Any questions?
Yeah, why is it always us that suffers?
And what is that supposed to mean?
Well, first we're being thrown outside, then we've got to put up this stupid prefect idea. I understand about the vandals and that, but you can't blame it on the kids in the first 4 years.
Yeah, that's right. There's just as many head cases in the fifth and sixth forms.
Yeah, why should they be allowed in and have common rooms when we can't?
Yeah, miss, I reckon we should have a common room to play records and that.
And do you think you're old enough, responsible enough to be trusted?
If we banned him out, we would be.
Watch it, you.
Look, it's not only you lot that has to suffer. Now, how do you think the staff feel about the cutbacks?
Yeah, but your job's our education, so it's still us that suffers.
Look, I think we're moving away from the original idea, which is that there is now a school rule and we all have to comply with it. Now, most other schools function perfectly well with similar arrangements.
But it don't mean they're right, does it?
If you have any complaints or suggestions about the running of the school, Trisha, put them through your elected representatives.
We've only got one since he was sacked.
Look, as I don't think we're going to achieve anything constructive in the remaining few minutes, you might as well go.
The latest.
Flipping nap jobs.
We think it's absolutely ridiculous.
So do we. Anyone would think we're a bunch of kids.
Well, that's what we can do about it.
Why should we have to suffer because of a few mindless idiots? It just isn't fair.
It's always the same. They always react in the same way. Never ask what we think.
Yeah, and old Peterson reckons we should speak to our elected representative.
Well, we haven't any real representative. Not since Doyle was sacked.
You'd hardly notice a difference from the good he did. Well, I don't see what we can do.
Well, you wouldn't, would you?
Well, there doesn't seem much, does there? It's a fait accompli.
We could protest about it like well, some of us did with school uniform. And look where it got you. We got him made optional, though, didn't we?
And all the organisers were expelled.
But they were stupid, weren't they?
Well, would you risk it again?
Might.
You'd have to get a lot of support before Mrs. McClusky would listen there. But that shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, look, should we have a meeting to talk about it properly?
There's no one talking about it, is there? Yeah, but when?
Tomorrow lunchtime, in the library. We're allowed in there. OK?
okay? Hang on, you ain't going to this meeting, are you? Yeah, why not? Because we got rehearsals tomorrow. Look, after that SAG business, they said you'd get expelled if you got into any more trouble.
I just have to get expelled. Then I might send me to someone that don't treat you like kids and lets you do what you want.